you want to have cool scenes like this?
Yeah, man, honestly, I'm kind of worried. There's so many good options to choose from, you know? And like, how am I supposed
I have
to
so
know
many
who's like
questions.
the best?
I'm so scared.
Or maybe like this?
We are the Council of Elion. We decide what's beneficial for a sacred time. It's our duty to judge serious moments like this.
Or maybe even stuff like this? In your own films, then you came to the right tutorial. Roll the intro. Alright, before we start things off, I just want to say that the editing process for all of these is really simple, and the only hard part is probably recording, because when you're recording these type of clips, you're going to be talking to yourself a lot, and it might be super awkward. So if you're recording these type of clips, just make sure that you're very confident in yourself and not that don't have so much social anxiety. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so I'm gonna start with the easiest one on the list. And by the way, I've already lined all of these subs, so I won't be wasting time trying to time it and make each clip perfect with each other. But if you do want to make it easier for yourself, I'd say go into inspector mode and click on the video that's on top and change the opacity level towards like 50 or something. Then you can see both of the videos and you can see what's going on. Alright, since I already have it all timed out, I don't need to check that right now. So let's start with the first thing. First thing you gotta do is go to the color section, and then you go to up to the clip area, and then right click anywhere in this area, add alpha output, and then you connect this with your video. Once you've done that, you're gonna move down here to the fourth icon that looks like an oval. You click that, and then you go down to a little marker down here. Now with this, you're gonna just put some points down on the actual video and make sure it's like you fill it in the box or something. And all it does, it just cuts the first video on top so it can show this video on the bottom. And that's pretty much it for like trying to clone yourself in these type of videos. If we look closely here, look, if we go back to cut, we can kind of see like a little bit of a line in the middle. So to smoothen that out, you go back to the color section, and where it says under transform, it says softness. All you gotta do is just crank that up to a 10, and it just blends both videos together. And that is pretty much it for the tutorial on cloning yourself. But with three people or like three people on the same screen, it's a little bit more complicated. I'm gonna move to that clip right now. Alright, so here's clip number 2. As you can see, there's 3 videos on top of each other this time, because there's gonna be 3 people on the same screen. As you can see, this is me, they're all me right here. What this makes it a little bit more complicated, because you gotta know which video is on top and which one's on the second. Because if you don't, then you'll be a little bit confused in the process that I just showed you in the first video. So same thing, you go to the color section, click around the clip area, right click, add alpha output, you drag your line towards the video, you connect it. Same area, you go to the oval looking icon, and then you go down to this little marker down here. And so I like to start on the top layer first, because then I don't know what's going on. So for this one, I just want to see the second layer first. So I'm gonna cut around my me, basically. Make sure it just all connects. And there, it cuts in half and it shows the second layer. Now I'm trying to show the third person. So I click on the second layer. As you can see, it's the second layer, not the first one, the second layer. And then you do the same thing all over again. You right click, add alpha output, you drag your line towards your video, and then you can, same process down here, oval, little marker, And right here, well, you're gonna make sure you want to have the third person in this video. So I'd say start from the right, since mine is on the left, my person. So same thing, I'm making a little box so we can cut it out and show the third video. And there we go. You got all three people on the same screen, and that's fairly much it. All you really gotta do is just adjust the softness to it so it can blend in with the other videos. So like I said before, crank it up to a 10, so for both videos. And that's pretty much it for all of this. And so that's pretty much for all of this. And that's like, it's not that hard. The only, like I said before, the hardest part is probably recording all of this. The third clip on the list is honestly like the same, the first one. It's just a little bit more complicated because you kind of have to copy the motions of another person. As you can see right here, it wasn't perfect. I just dropped down the opacity a little bit. I think I did. Yeah, so you can see me, and then this my friend here, Seth, very handsome young man. We weren't perfect here, but it was close enough, so we just stuck with it. Also, if you're gonna do something like this in front of a mirror, make sure you're not recording in front of the mirror because the camera will pick it up at an angle. So what we did is, so this is the mirror right here. We had to like be like a foot to the right of the mirror so the camera could actually pick it up. It's called movie magic. Anyways, fairly much the same. It's gonna be the same here. Let me just put the opacity up. Go back to color. Add a full output and then connect to your video. Same thing, the oval icon and the little marker, and then just mark, point your little points, and there we go. You can see the other person in the other side. And if you just want to make it more creepy, like in the first clip, all you gotta do is do some little color grading here. Notice how it's only doing for the video that I'm on. You gotta do it for both, so you gotta make sure they're both the same. Make sure nothing's different. And yeah, and that's pretty much it on how to clone yourself on DaVinci Resolve. I know most of you didn't make it this far into the video, but make sure to subscribe, like, share, and hit that bell icon if you're still here. If you keep doing that, and I'll keep making more videos. It's so far, the first tutorial did really well, better than I expected. And yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye. Same thing.